Hey traders, this is Cousin Vinny coming to you on the 31st of October, Halloween, with a look at the ES. We can see we had quite a sell-off today into the close, and we were closing right at 1242, I believe, 1243. And all during the day I was mentioning this particular chart that I posted on Friday, where we looked at this run-up and the possibility of a retrace down to 1249.68, which was our target today. Kids at the door, hold on, baby. So we didn't see that target until the end of the day, but we got it nonetheless. So you can see using fibs does help a great deal in your trading, so I'd advise learn how to use them and position your trades accordingly. These are the ES targets that I'm looking at for tomorrow. Taking the fibs off of this candle here up to this high, we're looking at 1243.97 area as that retracement, which we got right in at the close. So it's a possibility we could bounce here, okay, being we're at the 618 level off of this candle. But looking at the bigger picture, we are just above the 236 from the July August sell-off highs. Okay, this is the other thing I'm looking at, the Euro US dollar cross, and this channel that we've been in, that we're moving down lower towards the lower trend line. So 132.25 I think was the number. This is another trade that we took today, or excuse me, have been in off this lower trend line, along with Rediff, two India stocks that did quite well. If you looked at this trade, I posted this around 12 o'clock today, or a little bit earlier I believe. We had this breakout of this descending wedge, and I was looking at this level here where we had a lack of volume at price. So this price tends to move faster through this area since there's less people trading volume in this area. So consequently, we saw quite a move on SPY today. It ran up to 645, I believe was the high. That's where I sold that, and I got out of 2,000 shares that I was holding from this lower level here. I added at 285, I believe, 305, and 320. So my average was about 310 on 2,000 shares, about $3. So looking at the ES after hours, we're trading right at the lows. But if you zoom out, you can see that we have this nice trend line that goes back to the 10.4 low. Just after that, where we started to establish this nice rhythm in the ES. So you zoom out to the 4-hour chart, you can see this a little better, okay, where we had this downtrend that we were in. Oops. And of course we broke out of this wedge to the upside, and then we established this channel. Okay, so we had a nice we had a nice pullback today to this lower trend line. I'll be watching how this plays out tomorrow, looking at the ES daily for my target. So let's watch these levels that we've established already. Okay, we're looking at the 1237 for the 236. If there's a possibility of a pullback there, I don't think that's going to happen, but anything's possible. We have the July highs, of course. So we'll keep an eye on the bigger picture as well. So you see this confluence here where we have a move back down to the 618, okay, and the 236. So that's a possibility. We're getting pretty close to it anyway. 1241 area, 1237. So maybe we retest that a little bit tomorrow and we get to move higher. But right now I'm watching the news, which isn't the best coming out of Europe, about Italy and Spain, and maybe that the Germans won't put out another $1 trillion in backing. Okay, need to read a little bit more into it, but there's a lot of news out there that could affect the market. So keep an eye on your trades. Remember to use stops, and we'll talk to you soon. I almost forgot the weekly too. Yeah, I have to keep an eye on this as well. Okay. So be mindful where we are in the grand scheme of things. It would be nice to see if this candle can close higher above this level, or if we close lower, it'll give us a completely different picture. All right. So keep an eye on your ES. If you don't have a good charting service for ES, you can always use Ninja Charts, Ninja Trader. You can get this for free and use the after hours data feed. Okay. So just keep an eye on these for our weekly close as well. Okay. Again, this is Cousin Vinny coming to you from Day Trading Radio. Remember, use your stops, and we'll see you in the room tomorrow. Take care.